Today I'll be discussing just few things that are happening in Nigeria. Of course, we know lots of things happen every day in Nigeria as far as Nigerian political space is concerned. And on geopolitical blog, you know how we do it. We just discuss political, bring you up to speed with political issues, in Nigeria, in Africa, and everywhere across the globe. And today we'll be discussing just few things that are happening in Nigeria. Of course, congratulations to the Catholics. We now have a new pope, and hopefully, or in the coming days, we'll get to see how the new papacy will redefine the Catholic Church's policy. On a number of key global issues, especially with Trump, with the helms at the helms of affair, and with the issues to tariff, migration, and all of that. But today, our focus will be primarily on Nigeria, and the Senate just resumed sitting after the long Easter break, and the Senate is calling for another security summit. In case you don't know what a security summit is where people just sit down, intellectual members of National Assembly, members of the executive just sit down, discuss how serious insecurity is in Nigeria, and then just discuss what they think will be the solutions, and everybody goes back to their house. People are paid allowances, and that'll be all. And since 2015 till date, Nigeria have organized close to 3 security summits, I think, and yet the insecurity in Nigeria is now an all-time high. So one will ask, what is the reason behind security summit? Just discuss, and then just to think that over $3.2 billion, has been earmarked in the 2025 budget to fight for insecurity and what have you in Nigeria. And then why do we have to still sit down and talk? What happened to the recommendations from previous security summit? I think it's just another wild goose chase, another jamboree to just waste public funds, just sit down and discuss and talk about nothing, where the real insecurity is out there, punishing the helpless Nigerians. So I think it's security summit, call for security summits is just waste of public funds, waste of time, and waste of resources. Another thing I want to talk about today is, Tinubu returned a few days ago, or about a week ago, from France after spending 19 days. And while he was away, a lot of killings happened in Jos and in Plateau State and Benue State. And one would imagine that when the president, returned from the trip, even though they said that it was just a policy evaluation trip, one would expect that he will pay a visit to Plateau State to meet with the direct victims of the genocide happening in Plateau State, to meet with the victims, who are killed on a daily basis by herdsmen in Plateau State and Benue State. But of course, nothing. Not the president has not visited anywhere where over 100 people have been killed, including women and children. The president instead has attended a wedding in Katsina and is now in Anambra dancing and commissioning. See, this democracy is about the people. So one would expect that Tinubu would take a first. Imagine close to 100 people died, killed gruesomely by suspected herdsmen, and nothing has happened. No arrest has been made. The IG is still in office. Chief of Defense Staff is still there. DG of DSS. Everybody is still in office. These things keep happening. It's a recurring issue, and everybody will just go about, do the normal visit. Everybody goes. Well, and to think that when this thing happened, the vice president was even in the country. He didn't even pay a visit to Plateau State. Instead, he went to receive defectors from Delta State, the governor and the political structure that decamped from PDP to the APC. This is really, really appalling, the things that are happening in Nigeria. To be honest, because this is the same kind of mistake Jonathan made prior to 2015 election. After the Nyanya bombing, instead of visiting victims or visiting the site, instead he traveled to Kano to receive Ibrahim Shekaro, the then governor of Kano State, who was defecting from AMPP to the PDP. I wonder who the kind of political advice these people in office get anyways. It's really mind-boggling. Because I'm really surprised, because I expect that the president would visit Plateau State, if not to even just to get these people to say that the person we elected as president has come to commiserate with us. He has come to give us words of assurance. And well, I don't even blame these people, because one day the president will probably visit Plateau State, and then people will be paid 100, 500 naira, 1,000 naira to line up the street and shout, "Now our papa be this, so we no get another one." Your papa, the president that is, will I say, clueless, or that is reckless, that is doesn't even consider your plight. People have been killed, displaced, and the president is carrying on like nothing has happened. Maybe he wasn't properly briefed, because after Ribadu went there and gave assurances, these same assurances they've been giving to these people for over 6-7 years, and every year, about the same time, twice a year, 3 times a year, the herdsmen will go in there, kill these people, women and children inclusive, and nothing is happening. And the Miati Allah, they just go about. I don't know if the government is afraid of Miati Allah, because as far as I'm concerned, the Miati Allah is more or less a terrorist organization. I think they have to be proscribed. Well, it is what it is. These things that happen in Nigeria. So about the security summit, let us get your input. Tell us what you think about it, and tell us what do you think the president's doing, if the Plateau State and Benue State people deserve a word of encouragement or commiseration from the president. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and also subscribe to my WhatsApp channel. And please like and share this video, and subscribe. Get your friends, your family to also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.